Hello again, everyone. Edwin Lerner back once again. In this YouTube segment, I'm going to be talking briefly about how to spot fake profiles on social media. I'm going to talk about some things to look for. Now, a lot of you may understand and be cognizant of when you're receiving a fake profile on Facebook, or I should say, when a fake profile is connecting to you, say whether it's on Twitter, someone follows you and you're suspicious if it's fake or fraud or what have you, and Instagram, it could be the same thing. I do believe there's a very strong proliferation of fake profiles on social media. It wouldn't surprise, I don't know the exact numbers and statistics on this, but it wouldn't surprise me if there's more in this past year than it was the previous year. So I mean, at least I would say in the last 365 or so calendar days, I'm sure I would be willing to bet there was more in that period than the previous 365 days. Is what I'm saying. I know we're not officially through this calendar year yet, but you understand what I'm saying. The thing about it is there's some things to look for. I mean, some to you sometimes. I mean, it may be very blatant when it as far as what to look for in terms of a fake or fraudulent profile on social media, and it might be blatantly obvious to some people but not to everybody. So the few of you that may not really be sure sometimes of identifying people, whether it's live or Memorex or what have you, or whether it's fact or fallacy, well, one thing to look at, I mean, is a lot of times the fake profiles, a lot of them will have be someone claiming to be a woman. It'll have the first and last name will often be first names, like um, Sally John, uh, Linda, Linda, I don't know, Linda Steve, or something that will have the first and last name be actually two first names. Jennifer Paul, things like names like that. And the thing about it is, you got to look at this, and to me, um, that is one thing to look for. And a lot of times, these fake profiles too will have a distorted ratio of people that they follow in relation to their followers. I mean, for example, you might get somebody that all of a sudden follows you out of the blue on social media. They're following like 2,000 people, but yet they only have like 200 or 300 followers. I mean, it's usually a lot of people that have actual true, uh, social media accounts usually have more of a balance and equilibrium with the followers in relation to people that they follow. So that's another thing to look at that would stand out. And the thing about it is, too, a lot of times, what really stands out is like a lot of these fake profiles, of course, they're new profiles too. Like if you say you're seeing someone that follows you, and what happens is you're seeing that that person joined, like on Twitter, it may say join July 2019, and you're in that current month. A lot of times these people are just recently joining, and the thing about it is, though, especially for guys, I mean, you see, like, this beautiful, glamorous woman all of a sudden just spontaneously finds that interest in you, and it's a new profile, and it has the criteria that I described before in terms of what to perhaps spot in fake profiles on social media. That is another red flag. And the thing about it is, like, one time I had somebody had written me on social media, and I felt that it was a fake, very suspicious. It was a fake profile. So I said to this person who's claiming to be a woman, and voluptuous, real beautiful, the pictures, and I said, why don't you send me a picture with you holding a sign that says "Hi Eddie"? And then this person did that, but when I scrutinized the photograph more closely, it appeared what she did was she took one of her photos that were already on her account on Twitter, and it looked like she somehow superimposed, she or he, whatever this person was, superimposed that sign that said "Hi Eddie" into that photograph, and it made it give an illusion that she was holding the sign that says "Hi Eddie" on it. And the thing too is, of course, there's a lot of these lottery scammers out there, people that they claim Mav. I don't know if I'm pronouncing the name right. Mavis Wansik is a very popular one. I mean, this fake profile is constantly popping up as far as followers on my Instagram and um, on my Twitter. And the thing about it is, if it's somebody that's a former lottery winner, this is something that is a scam that has been going on. People, for a while, it seems like people are notorious for using lottery winners as a fake profile, as a means to give you incentive, perhaps to relinquish your banking info. A lot of times these people will say, I need your bank info so I can make this deposit I can make this generous, magnanimous donation into your account. So they feed off maybe that one gullible person and X amount of people that will actually fall for it and capitalize on the person's desperation in the process. And they will get that bank info, and then presumably what they're going to use it for their own means in an attempt perhaps to make a fraudulent transaction using your bank information. So those are some things to look for, people. And I know, as I've stated before, that a lot of you, I'm sure, are cognizant of this. I know most of you aren't oblivious to these fake profiles going on social media. But I mean, you could be at a time you're caught off guard, you're in a hurry, you're not paying attention to the names that are these people that are following you. And these people, I mean, that what they're doing is they're conning others, they're scamming others. They are they try to be master manipulators in terms of getting what they want from you. And the thing about it is, again, I mean, there's no such thing as being overly prudent and cautious. I think what I would like to say, as far as social media goes, and I think Twitter maybe especially, is that I think they could do something where they can make the process in terms of getting a profile approved on Twitter, an account approved on Twitter, make it more stringent, make it a little bit more difficult. Maybe make it where it's compulsory to have verified accounts on Twitter, with that use of verifying the email and the phone number, or however, or whatever the process entails. But at the same time, have like some kind of verified photo identification card, maybe a copy of that can be sent along with it, so it matches the face, so you have at least a facial verification and connected with the name of the profile. I think that would be something that social media really needs to consider, and especially perhaps like Twitter and Instagram. There are just too many fake accounts going around here, people. Seems to be more and more prevalent as time progresses, and I don't know if it's going to go down anytime soon. So those are some things to look at as far as these fake profiles go on social media. And the thing about it is, of course, if somebody is fraudulent or fake, especially these, I would say especially these phony lottery winners you need in there, they're impersonating somebody, don't hesitate to report it, because if you don't report it quickly, this person might go around and try to scam somebody else. So anyway, people, that'll conclude this YouTube segment. And until next time, people, Edwin Leonard saying stay well.